Hello guys and welcome to the Ebony Tarot. Thank you all so much for all your likes, your shares, your comments and your subscribes. I really do appreciate it. If anyone would like to book a personal, all the info is down below. If you are interested in my deck, I've got a video down below and I also posted an update about this, so check that out. For my tarot deck, as I always say, I'll let you guys know when that's done. Or for anything else, my art account details down below. I just wanted to quickly do a message for the collective, basically concentrating on like self-belief and self-encouragement, because you know, as a reader and a channeler and you know blah 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 blah, like I find that I do get a lot of people that reach out to me for like support and guidance and things like that, like outside of booking readings, right? And one of the common themes I get from a lot of people when they do reach out, it's kind of like, it's like a panic energy, like, oh, I don't know what to do with my life, or I don't know this, that, and da-da-da-da. Like, one thing I do notice is that people, and this is no offense to anyone in particular, 111 I saw, but I just wanted to kind of like, I'm just stating facts in it. I'm just going to say what I receive, and then I'm going to like try to help, okay? But one thing I've noticed when people do reach out is there's never anything that they're grateful for. It's always like, this is happening, that's happening, It's kind of like, even if I do have time to kind of respond to people or whatnot, I find that there's always, you know, this is not for everyone, but for a few people and just people in general, right? I feel like a lot of people try to find, they have like a problem for every solution, basically. So, you know, you're like, oh, well, why don't you just, oh, I can, but, there's always a but. Now, I'm just going to keep it real. You will never achieve anything in life if you don't have belief, period. Because manifestation, you know, rituals, anything, abundance, law of attraction, is all about belief and intent. So if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't believe in what you're asking the universe for, and if you don't put in that effort and that work, because that's another thing, like, you need to put in the work, you're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to receive anything. Nothing good is going to happen in your life if you keep saying, oh, I can't, or I want to do this, but. Sometimes you just got to sit down and think to yourself, what do I actually want? Okay, and then whatever it is that you want, you need to work towards achieving that. Whatever it is that you have to do it. If you have to sacrifice certain things, you've got to sacrifice. If you've got to work extra hard, you've got to work extra hard. Like, there's no one that's going to come and wave like a magic wand and resolve all your problems, because we are the drivers of our own life. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, anything that I've achieved in my life, I've had to work for it, or I've had to teach myself how to do it, because majority of the time, people didn't want to help me to do anything. So sometimes you need to kind of release yourself from this codependent energy of like, oh, solve all my problems, and ask yourself, how can I solve my own problem? How can I be a hero or a heroine for my own life? You know, you need to kind of build thick skin and become resilient and adaptable to situations changing, because you know, the universe is always going to throw tests and obstacles in your way. Sometimes when something goes wrong, sometimes that's from the universe. It's not necessarily someone doing dark magic on you, or this, that, and the other, or rare tete, or the people that you're around. Sometimes that's your karma, so that you can learn a lesson, so that you can change direction. Sometimes if you keep doing something and it's not working out, it's because the universe wants you to do something else, or they want you to learn from something to apply it to whatever you're trying to do to make it better. But it's all about changing. Whether you change direction or change perspective or change your mindset, everything is about changing and evolving and growing. And a lot of people, they don't want to change, they don't want to evolve, they don't want to grow within oneself, and then they act, they're confused on why they're stuck. Now obviously there are like external factors that can kind of prevent or delay you achieving your goals. Okay, I for one know that. So that is understandable. But when you are given the time, you know, to kind of be free and to do whatever it is that you want to do, or you've got a little bit of time for yourself, that's when you need to apply whatever it is that you want to do towards your goals. You know, some people will be sitting on years on an idea and they just won't do it. Why won't you do it? Oh, this, but if oh, when I win the lottery, or when I come into money, or when, you know, everything, every idea that we have starts with pen and paper. You know, when the divine, as they say, right, God helps those who help themselves. When the divine sees that you are actively working towards something that you really want, that's when the divine opens up opportunities for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can't sit there and say, oh, when I meet a rich man or a rich woman, or when this happens or when that happens, because you're going to be waiting for the rest of your days. Like, what? Okay, I want to get a big house. How am I going to do that? Okay, well, I need a job. Or I might have to work 2 jobs. I might have to put money aside. I might need to do that. Boom. Something happens. The divine will, you know, make the impossible possible, because the divine can see that you don't know how you're going to get there, but you're still attempting to take those steps. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Because that's what divinity and trusting in the divine is all about. It's all about having faith. A lot of people want to get into tarot, or they want to watch readings, or they want to get into spirituality, but they're not spiritual themselves. You can't get into spirituality if you yourself don't have faith, because spirituality is all about the unknown. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? You need to trust and believe, I'm going to do this and it's going to get done. Okay? You know, you need to believe that when you buy a candle and you got a paper and you got your intentions and you put that candle on the paper and you say divine, boom. You need to believe that that shit is going to manifest, that shit is going to work. You need to release and relinquish control and give it to the universe. You need to release self-doubt. You need to release, oh, but if buts and coconuts. If buts and coconuts is not going to get you your dream. It's not going to get you that manifestation. Like, a lot of people complicate life, and you know, things are not actually that complicated. Obstacles and external energies and negative vibes and toxic people, you know, that complicates things. But things in life is not actually that complicated. Like, you just need to just believe in certain shit and work towards it. And you need to be grateful, because gratitude brings blessings. A lot of people, they're not grateful for what they already have, and then they wonder why they don't get blessed with an abundance of extra things, because the universe is looking at it like, well, you're not even grateful for the air that you're breathing right now, and then you want. Because a lot of people, they just want, but they don't do. And it's like, oh, well, I had this job, but it wasn't enough, or I done this, but it wasn't enough, or it's always but. But how do you know that if you didn't keep doing that, it would have led you to this? Or maybe you needed to do that and then look at something else while you're doing it and combine the two. Or maybe, you know what I mean? You need to utilize what is given to you for it to then multiply. But you need to sit down and think to yourself, well, what is it that I want to do? A lot of people, they spend a lot of time online looking at other people's lifestyles as well. You know, you shouldn't be doing that. You know, this is why I don't even like this generation, because everything is televised and, you know, just fake as fuck, and people always posting this and posting that, and it's just like, half of the shit that people are posting, like, people don't post their failures, people don't express the downfalls that happen in their life. They're always posting shit to make everything seem like it's do you know what I mean? Like, everything's going great, and then you're sitting there comparing yourself to somebody who's like in no better position than you are. They just know how to fucking angle shit with a fucking camera. Do you know what I'm trying to say? All I'm saying is, yeah, have faith in oneself. You can get out of your situation. You know, you can attract the things that you need to attract in life, but you need to like accept the fact that the things that you want, you're going to need to work towards, and you have to have patience, and it's not going to be easy, because a lot of people, they just want, like, oh, I want this, so boom, I'm going to get it, and if I don't get it by 5 o'clock, I'm not doing it no more. Maybe the divine is teaching you patience, teaching you diligence, like teaching you how to perfect your skills, how to value things. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Because as quick as something can come is as quick as it can go. People want fast money and fast this and da-da-da. Like, even relationships. People wonder why relationships don't work. Simple. You're not compatible. The period, point blank. There is no if, buts and coconuts. You are not compatible. That's why it's not working. That's why you're going through the same cycles over and over again, because you're not compatible and you're not learning the lesson. So the divine is going to keep allowing that person to hurt you until you're broken down and don't believe in love and good people ever again. You know, you need to have self-acceptance when it comes to certain things. You don't like that person, Get the fuck out of the relationship. Stop sitting there and whining. Hey, my person keeps lying and cheating on me. Leave. Do you know how much times I hear that bullshit? Like, it's like, oh my God. The person keeps doing this to you, then why are you still there, bruh or sis? I don't understand it. I mean, I do get it. Because, you know, the mental manipulation, and when you think you're in love, but you're actually in lust. Because a lot of us have grown up not understanding what love is. And if we've grown up in a toxic environment, we accept toxicity as love. It's not love for someone to lie, cheat, and steal on you. You understand me? That's not self-respect. You're not loving yourself to allow. Because what you need to think about is, do you lie and cheat and steal to the person that you're with? No, that's why they're with you. You're operating from a place of love and compassion. This person is not. You are not compatible. Period, point blank. You can't force somebody to fit into a box when you're a circle and they're a fucking square. Like, it's just not going to work. And a lot of people are together. Oh my God, but they just fuck me so good. Right, okay, so you're going to waste your entire life, or a large proportion of your life, destroying yourself, your inside, your spirit, everything. Because that's how these certain people do. They break you down because you're having good sex. You know, sex has got nothing to do with love. I don't understand why people are so fucking attached to it. Like, because sex has got nothing to do with love. Nothing whatsoever. You cannot destroy yourself over a piece of pussy or a piece of fucking dick. Like, sorry to be vulgar, but it is what it is. A lot of people do that. You know, you sit 1144, as I said that. You sit down. I've said this in one of my old videos where I used to have a friend here that used to complain about the father of her child, all the goddamn time. And I just sat there and she was like, oh, but I love him. And I asked her, like, well, what do you love about him? She couldn't tell me one thing. Apart from they have good sex, there was nothing. She had so much complaints about this guy. There was nothing positive that she could say about this person. Not even, oh, they're a good dad. Nothing about the relation, nothing. So I'm just like, are you sure that you're in love? Or you're not addicted to the trauma? Are you trauma bonding with this person? You know, people, you really need to self-reflect and stop, like, blaming everybody else for the situations that you're in. And again, when the things happen external to you, that's different. You know, health issues, family, this, that, and the other, touch wood, you know, none of that happens to any of you lot. But when there's external factors around you that affects you, that's completely different. But I'm talking to the people that are able and capable of making changes in their life, but they just don't, and they just want to complain all the time. And then they think that, like, other people who are making achievements, like, it was easy for them. It wasn't easy for none of us. Some people are helping other people while they're still going through their own struggles. Because you've just got to keep going. You've just got to keep going. There is light at the end of the tunnel, but you need to believe that the light is there. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? This is why I'm always talking about self-love and about detaching and releasing people, because people will fuck your journey up. Because a lot of people in life, they don't know where the fuck they're going. So they're going to help you to not know where the fuck you're going either. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Sometimes you need to sacrifice certain people, places, and things so that you can have a clear mind and a clear perspective. Do whatever you got to do. If you're in a house with people and you can't get away from them, go to the park for 30 minutes a day and sit down in the park. Okay, what do I want to do today? Do you know what I mean? You need to clear your mind and meditate and allow the divine to kind of channel through you to help you with your path going forward. Or you're going to live a very sad and miserable life. And it's just facts. It's just facts. A lot of people, they find pleasure in all the wrong things. And they're never happy and they're never satisfied. You've got people who are like billionaires and superstars that commit suicide and shit. And a lot of people are working towards getting rich and famous. And you don't know what goes on behind closed doors when it comes to that type of lifestyle and what it's attached to. Do you get what I'm saying? But yeah, I just wanted to just say that because, you know, I'm receiving a lot of messages from people and I feel it in the energies, and I know that there's a lot of people that they're going through a lot of struggles and they're quite sad, and, you know, I get it. But, you know, you've got to just have faith, man. You've got to have faith, and you've got to look to the divine to kind of really help to support you. And you've got to look at the things that you are grateful for in life. You know, and then start there. Think about, well, what is it that I'm good at, or what do I want to do? Because again, you know, growing up as well, your family's pushing you in this direction when you want to do that, boom, bam, bosh. You've got to think for yourself now. Sometimes you've got to be assertive. Sometimes you've got to put up boundaries. Sometimes you've got to stop letting people take the piss. Family, friends, it doesn't matter. This is what I want. These are my boundaries. If you don't like it, oh well. Because people will walk all over you. You know, as someone myself who's a very kind, loving, and nurturing person, I can tell you that for free, like. And then when you step into your power and you set up boundaries, now these people, they don't know how to fucking communicate with you. Because to them, it's like, oh no, you're not allowing me to disrespect you anymore. The fuck I ain't. But, you know, sometimes when you own your power and you own certain shit, the divine's like, yes, that's what I wanted you to do. Boom, here's your blessing. Boom. You know, people will be sitting there going, oh my God, I'm in debt, or I'm this and I'm that. Stop saying that. Start saying that, oh, I welcome the abundance, or I'm so grateful for all the money that I have, or my bank accounts are replenished. Don't stress about materialism. The divine will bless you. Okay? You keep stressing, you're feeding that energy to bring more stress into your life. And you know, information is free. Like, learning how to kind of, the law of attraction is something that anybody could research. Like, people spend so much time on their phones complaining. Rather than doing that, search the secret to life. You know, or whatever you feel like that is. Search for things to help your mindset and for you to change your perspective so that you can start attracting the things that you want. But you need to put in the work. There's not going to be anyone that's going to have all the answers for you, because everybody's path is different. Everyone has different talents. Everyone's here for a different reason. We can only guide and support, but we can't do the work for you. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Sometimes you just have to sit down and you have to be honest with yourself. You know? That is it, and that is all. Okay, do we have time to get an affirmation? Let's get an affirmation. What does the divine want the collective to affirm today? Okay. Oh. Well, look at this. Look at what fell on the floor. I am structured and organized. That's what I'm saying. And at the bottom of the deck, I am a magician. You need to organize and structure yourself so that you are able to manifest. Okay? But you need to believe, you need to put in the work. What I've been saying. You know, the emperor, whenever I see this card, I think about the emperor because he's structured and he's organized and he runs his empire. But, you know, you need to put down roots at the end of the day. When you plant a seed, it's not going to grow overnight. But you need to start somewhere and you need to believe in your own magic. Period. Okay? One more for the streets. Oh. Okay, look at this. Look at this. I am optimistic. Listen. I know my worth. What have we got? I'm fun and exciting. Some of you are not operating in a high vibe energy. You're not being optimistic. You know, you're not looking at your future as fun and exciting. You're not staying focused and determined. But you need to. You need to be optimistic.